blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
I had a crush on her. Every day I would ask, "How's your day going?" And every day she would slightly grin and say, "It's going okay." I thought to myself, just okay. A woman of her stature is having a day that is just okay. See, usually I would just accept it as a polite response to my greeting, but on this particular day, accepting that from her was nowhere in my thought process. I wanted to say something so bad, but had absolutely no idea what I really wanted to say. So I just opened my mouth, and the question that formed in my throat and rolled off my tongue, fell from my lips was, why are you okay with having a day that is just okay? Still wearing that pretty smile that slightly increased in size, but her eyes showed a little confusion. She responded with a simple, huh? It was also attached to a smile and a giggle. And that was the moment I told her that I feel like okay was not good enough for you. And when she asked me why, I told her that as soon as everything is in order and the universe grants me the opportunity to be with you, your response will never again just be okay. You will walk with a noticeable glow, and when people ask about your day, your response will begin silent as that beautiful smile comes across your face, because you now understand the effort and appreciation that you are finally receiving. The look on your face tells it all, but you part your lips to say, "I'm happy." An emotion that is so simple to most, but is appreciated by those who are truly searching for that simple emotion. Butterflies in your stomach begin to tickle your soul as you try to contain the feelings of wanting to explain how taking the chance on a man that you have looked at as just your friend was the greatest decision you've ever made. The feeling of just okay will be replaced with the feelings of love and happiness. And I'm talking about that deep, deep Al Green had to sing about love and happiness. Your pulse will pick up speed as the feelings completely being completely satisfied mentally is unlocked. You found someone who is emotionally tied to you, and it sets a fire in your loins that will be fed with the accelerant of my passion that burns with every memory of every relationship you didn't feel valued. You see, you now know what loves feel like. So as soon as everything falls into place like it's supposed to, and the universe grants me the opportunity to be with you, I will make the feeling of being happy become just as permanent as the smile that I promised you would genuinely wear. And after all of that, she looked me straight in my face with the look that said, "Come get me." But when she parted her beautiful lips, the only thing she said was, "Okay." What's good? What's good? What's good? I am Paul Cram, the poet, and you are tuned in to another episode of the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. So tonight we got a poet that's more than just a poet. This man wears many, many hats, many, many labels, man, and the cat is on fire. So let me go ahead and just break down his bio for you real quick. Trey Brown, also known as Pyro, is a native of New Britain, Connecticut. Pyro fell in love with poetry at the age of 8 after reading the works of Langston Hughes, King David, and James Baldwin. Pyro is the author of 21 spoken word books, a founder of the Poetry Clique, member of the Honey Drippers, Lost Tribe of Poets, Poets Now Loading, the transcribers, and has made a significant contributions in his community. Outside of poetry, Pyro is a DJ. Pyro is a producer. Pyro is a musician, a singer, a preacher, an activist. Pyro has a lot of hats, and he's also ready to give back to his community one poem at a time. So, without further ado, everybody, please put your motherfucking hands together for my brother, Pyro. What's good, my boy?
Touchdown.
Touchdown, niggas.
My bro, Paul Cran, what it do, bruh? What's happening
Man,
with you?
oh man, you know what it is, man. One day at a time, one day at a time. Just
Yes, sir.
doing that thing. Marielle already on it, bro. Red flagging your ass
He said the red
already.
flags is crazy.
Already. He ain't waste no time. All right.
Nah, he don't waste no time at all. But see, the red flags really they go for arrows. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the more toxic one than all of us. We just have our moments of toxicity. You know what I mean? Like,
I like that. Moments of talk. I like that. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's get started with a couple of these questions, man, before I get you to blaze this stage, man. So
let's go.
you said you fell in love with poetry at the age of 8 after reading the works of Langston Hughes, King David, and James Baldwin. Those are some powerful, powerful poets. And at the age of 8, for you to grasp that concept. So tell me what it felt like to get to that and decide this is what I want to do.
So man, just that. Like those people alone, as well as like Pac and Biggie, you know what I mean? Like they are the reasons why I love poetry. And then it's just, you know, I love to express myself. I can consider myself to be a very expressive individual. Like I love words. I love the dictionary. I love how, certain things are said. Like I read Langston Hughes's the weary was it the weary Negro blues poem, one of my
Hmm.
favorite pieces, Dreamkeeper. Then it's like, David, the Book of Song. You know what I mean? Like all of that. I'm like, man, and James Baldwin, if Bill Street could talk, reading those things, it's like, man, I said if they could express themselves in that light, why can't I? So then I just started writing, and now I'm not gonna hold you. I think my poetry has like surpassed what it was when I first started. Now I'm in a whole different level. You know what I mean? So yeah,
That's what I say. He just putting everybody on notice. He letting y'all know what it is. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all may not understand it because y'all not part of something I'm about to get him to talk about in a few minutes. But I'm about to make a comment. I'm just gonna say a word, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna make you laugh because I feel like that's what you was trying to tell me just now about your work surpassing. So I feel like that's a shot for class wars. I think that's what you on. But it's all right. I love you. We could go. We could go.
listen, like man, listen. And the thing is, right? How I look at poetry now, poetry is a means of just releasing, healing, being creative, and not allowing people to like silence your voice. Too many times we allow people to filter us, and they try to dictate the story that we're trying to tell. You know what I mean? For
Hmm.
me, I don't believe that. I believe that you have a voice and to use that to create, to inspire, to make impact. And wherever there's fire, there's pyro. You feel me? So
Straight
that's what
up.
we gotta do. So I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm getting towards like that GOAT status. And that's what I'm trying to leave behind. Like I'm really getting there. And I feel like at this point in my life and at this point in my career, now that I'm 32 years old, I have a different maturity and a different understanding of what poetry is now.
Mhm.
So I'm in a whole different element.
That's my guy. My guy. So I'm looking at I'm looking at which I'm sure is nowhere near all of your accolades and things of that nature. 21 spoken word books, man. You've been doing some writing, man. Some writing. So do you have any books that you have on hand that you want to go ahead and put out there, let people know where they can find them and things like that, man? Let them know.
Hey, so I had recently just dropped a project called Chronicles of Silence, The Musings of a Black Man. It's available on Amazon right now. I dropped it on my 32nd birthday. I also dropped what's known as a Pyro pack on Wattpad right now. It's called Too Raw to Be Considered Poetry.
Mm,
So this joint is absolutely from start to finish. You get some love poems, you get some heartbreak poems, you get some poems with bars. Like the joint is crazy. Ain't gonna lie. I wrote about somebody in like about 7 to 10 of them poems. You know what I
Every
mean?
everybody can be amused. Everybody can end up
Listen,
being amused.
everybody does he like RB? That's gotta be arrows. That is wild. Uh,
Man, they
but
are they
nah,
own it. They
it's
own
like this,
your
Frankie.
ass.
I'm gonna say this: everybody could be amused, but everybody can't be Kiana Pearl. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my muse. That's me right there. So
Shout
yeah,
out
what
Kiana
about
Pearl.
her? Yeah, she need to get on the show one day, man. Her poetry is crazy. Like she's phenomenal. Yeah, that's me. That's Lady Pyro. You feel me? So yeah.
All right, shit. Set the link up, man. I got some spaces available in June. We could definitely run it.
Oh yeah, have her run it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right up here just watching. Know what I mean, like she. When I tell y'all, man, when you see somebody like I met her back in 2020, and it's like just watching her. She this one called Black Beauty, then this joint called Time, and then you know what I'm saying? She really exudes. I know I'm about to cook Arrows real quick. I'm about to cook him, but I need to talk about her real quick. Every time that she spits a poem, she really brings light to what poetry is and really sets the tempo. You know what I'm saying? And um I'm just honored by her. You know what I mean? I do have my drip hoodie, you feel me? So I do have that. I'll wear that in a second. By the way, I want y'all to let y'all know Arrows is the king of levitation. He wasn't born in sin, he was born in toxicity. So y'all gotta forgive him. He's the originator of Arby's and Levitan. He's the levitating Leviathan. That's who he is. So
Man,
no. And by
Arrow
the
set
way,
the strays.
shout out to Mario and shout out to Arrows and shout out to Paul Cram. We're a group called PRVT. You know what I'm saying? So we diabolical together. So trust me, we gotta do a feature like all of us one day. Like that'd be crazy.
Oh shit, you already know how it is, man. All we gotta do is link up, right? We
Nah, for
got that.
real.
That sound like a plan.
For
Hmm.
real. This is what we do.
Oh,
These are my brothers, man. So what else you want to know, bro? Let's go. Let's go.
all right. So what I want to know is, are you ready to go ahead and tap on this stage real quick?
I got you.
All right, bet, man. So you gonna bring us three or four in this first half?
I will give y'all three.
All right, bet, man. The
So we
stage and
go
the mic is yours.
we go back to back to back. Oh, it's on.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this your set. So you can talk in between, explain what you're gonna do. This your set. Handle your business.
I bet.
Stage yours.
All right. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? It's Pyro from Connecticut. Man, it's an honor to be here with the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. So let's see where I want to take y'all. I need to remind y'all why I'm Pyro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll give y'all some bars real quick. You want me to be nice? You want me to play fair? I script sermons the way you demonic creatures quote New Testament verses. We are not the same. I'm a different type. I'm a poet, a pro with tons of electrons, neutrally nuking negligent naysayers, making misery join hands in prayer with company. I told you what happens when you mix fire with pyro. You get scorched. Pass the scotch like it's Holy Communion. This soul has the caliber to decimate on sight. When it comes to writing bars, I own mine. I'm immune to hating. That's why I'll never be a hater. We aren't built the same. Bygones will never be bygones. Bye. Get gone. Every time I hop on stage, it's fireworks. My name means fire, so let me give you this work. I'm not a slam poet. I slam poets. Blaze the stage in full rage. You'll see why my poetry slams. Poet. Now. Loaded. A new diabolical creation of this generation in time. Flip the meaning of two things. Dumbing up each line, entendre. I never had to sell my soul or perpetrate. I did have to find my own lane so I could stay in place. I don't want no reactions. They'll end up in chains. I reach and take action against a new game. Here I go. Hearing all the slander and I am pretend but rambling about how I did this and that. See that led to this. That was cute. Paul Cram, let me explain the different angles. My panache is me. Step it correctly, you'll see no size like a scalene. I had to isolate in an isosceles. Your perception to me are obtuse, will never be equals. I'm on a different lateral. My wordplay originated in the 90s. Don't you see the degrees of this trifecta of hyperbole? I meant Mechanics, technical, architectural, construction, crafted, create, it cause confusion while you convoluted, ready to snap and go to war like they're listening to good music. I do more than just squabble up, cousin. I go for your soul, cousin. I'll break your heart and hand your spirit back to you, cousin. Pressure makes diamonds, but when I destroy you, you'll be looking back like Lot's wife and be Cuban zirconia, cousin. It's time to turn your TV off, cousin. You're far up past your curfew, forgetting that I'm part of the chosen few, cousin. I tried to be nice. The moment you brought up my past life, I sharpened the pen. That way, you'll feel the slice from the knife. When I cut deep, you won't sleep. My words will invade your heart. It'll be manner you will keep. Don't mess with me. My BPD makes my PTSD look angelic. I'm more Darth than Vader. I'm immortal, ready for combat. Ready to get allegories and tombs. You can label me a raider. You can't bury a king that never died. Then you stop being blind. The moment you use your head and open your eyes, come to your senses. You copy captions and crunch on captains. This light of mine, but ready to shine. It's time for action. Houston, ready for takeoff. My set never been off. Pour up a glass of Quavo. Adios, amigos. Ray said, mayhem, go berserk. Arsenic said, don't hold back. I'm ready to rumble royally. I'm getting all my licks back. I wanted to stay in my lane, but you done made me choose violence. Covered in your blood, I can't even repent. This time in infamy was well spent. Except poet's name, I rebuke you. Praying you don't make that same mistake again. Next time, I won't let you off with a shot to the knee. It's off with your head. This was written in purpose. Signed the fines of calligraphy. Etched in the dictionary. Poetically created by the griot, G-O-A-T, Pyro the Great, who's the king. Now hang my words up at the Museum of Poetry. Loaded. So, y'all good? Y'all still with me? All right, get comfortable real quick. Hold on. All right. And no, I'm not stripping. I was letting y'all know. I'm gonna take the chain off because we about to get real serious. One thing about me that I learned with poetry, right, is the need to really be vulnerable. I feel like a lot of times we live in a generation where they tell you black men cannot really express themselves and who they are. You know what I'm saying? We live in a time where people want you to be somebody that you're not. You know what I mean? And screw all that. So this next piece that I'm about to do, um, this they consider this a fan favorite because like it's Pyro. You feel me? Um, yeah, we're gonna go here. This piece is called Lost Soul. This piece is not your average bar heavy story. Rather, a truth that I discovered about myself. I remember heartbreak by its proximity to what has caused me the most damage, yet I'm not afraid to take a gut wrenching blow. There was a time where the dilapidation of emotions sat in squadrons on my shoulder. Tears and frustrations built up feelings that I never thought to get rid of. They said, boy, don't rush trying to fall in love. Because a person could transmute from a memory to an idea. They'll turn on you in your darkest of seasons and like leaves, you'll see their true colors take full form. I wonder, why was it so easy for me to be this naive? Thinking that the ones I want to change would only become a mirage of uncertainties. I used to dare to dream. But those days are now deferred. Now I watch the one I gave my all to become disfigured, a catastrophic disaster. Now this poem is in possession of a man who's used to being bruised, bitter, battered, and broken like head to neck. I come to this stage damaged, not asking how to fix it, believe you fixated at how a wretch like me could survive all this pain. I'm close with my dad. My Heavenly Father and I have had some rough times. He's still proving that he's good and I'll be all right eventually. I hate it how a piece of my masculinity was stripped away because the former didn't respect or recognize the power of my name. My dad said, Trey, your biggest weakness is that you move too hastily. But you need to go on a fast. That way, the only voice you'll be able to incline your ears to is the one who'll guide you through hills, valleys, and dismay. To be honest, it's fascinating how I didn't give in. It became a shell of a human that lived in timidity. Now I'm in the game of red light, green light with me being in control of me, queuing up when to stop and go, determining the outcome of how this is played, but I still feel worthless. I still feel a mess. I still blame myself for all of this. I've been indulged in depression like it's another fix. Poured up, rolled up, faded to black and blue. It hurt so bad that I forgot the beauty in sleeping, wishing that hugs and kisses could save me, but that's not what's gonna happen. Wait, that won't happen. Here goes someone thinking I'm spitting this poem for sympathy, that I'm looking for attention and applause. I've snapped so much that this pen has crackled and popped, exploding like a volcano, erupting a storm that destroyed every firmament. Tears are afraid from falling from my eyes because they can't wash away this pain. They told me if I don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. Well, it's my turn to speak. And if it doesn't sound pleasant, then block and delete. I'm the amalgamation of being a great man with wounds that still need to heal. I am an activist with active fists, ready to fight to protect my sanity and peace of mind. I am a prodigal son, looking for a warm embrace and to be welcomed back home. I am a black man who wants to feel valued and told that he matters. I want someone to fight with me instead of for me so that we can go to war together. It gets harder by the minute. As I question how this part of the elongated story is going to end. Will I be miserable? Or will I find the blessing I've been looking for? The silence wrapped around me like a shield and steel. I didn't feel protected. I've only experienced projection. Imagine what it will feel like to be betrayed by your own body after watching it take beating after beating, not just from physical pain, but from words. Now I scribbled and scribed these ideas into music that's supposed to make me feel better. I am a poet, becoming intimate with this diary that doesn't even like the way I hold it, but still finds comfort in my hands. You got to handle me with appreciation and affection. Handle me gently and carefully. Can't you see that I only made room for you? Can't you see that I only want to love you? I still leave my Bible open to Psalm 37, verse 4, asking God to prepare you so that He can guide you to me. This poem wasn't intended to make you cry, but to say that I see the light amidst the darkness. If this is supposed to be a red table talk instead of a feature, hello, my name is Trey, and I am fragile and damaged goods. Was previously engaged to lust, not afraid of the scars I've suffered and endured. Finally freed from all ambiguity and ambivalence. I never cheated, but ecstasy and I had a unique connection. I'm guilty of lies, will admit I was often a hypocrite, but this truth has set me free, have me realizing that on this stage I can leave my pain here, even if it falls on deaf ears. Heavenly Father, it's me. I ask you, please let me in on your plans. How this rose can still blossom from the concrete in spite of being stoned and exiled by those close to me. I pray to find a love that I'm worthy of so that I can be used for your glory and be a living testimony that even in this period of despair, I can still find joy and still write poetry. Lord. Alright, so I got some bars, I got some vulnerability. So, like I said, right? One thing about Pyro is when Pyro love, he love. You know what I mean? And I believe that love is the most realest thing when you have someone that is special and beautiful and genuine. And love is really real when you really put your all into someone that reciprocates and does the same thing for you. So I it's funny that Paul Craft said it's cool to have a muse. So poem number 3 is called Muse. I once thought as sex becomes easier to get, love becomes difficult to find. That was until I met you. We connected through poetry, united in wordplay. I can't take my eyes off you. I don't ever want to leave you. I want to touch your scars but help you to heal them. I want to hold you as you nurse your wounds. I want to wipe away every tear from your eyes and erase the pain from your heart that you sustained from past lovers. We can rewrite the definition of love together. I know it hasn't been easy, but this will be worth it. We'll go together and continue to grow, no matter what it takes. Baby, I want you to be my muse. I'm not speaking in cliches and hyperbole, but you are someone that I'd want around for the long haul. You never won me, so you can't lose me. Your life is the greatest composition. Let me compose this love for you in poetic form. If you get upset with me, let me grab you by your waist, grip you so tightly that your upsetment fades away just so I can see that smile on your face. And if you get mad at me and almost ready to cuss me out, let me kiss you from your lips to your neck indulging in the essence of you tasting like peaches, inhaling your air, becoming addicted to the fire we make, never craving or desiring anyone but you. I want to sense you in all five. When we get to painting, you can make my body your silhouette. Let my chest be your canvas, transcribing our love making into a wondrous work of art, reminding everyone that they can't do it better than us. Once I make you my muse, I won't misuse or take advantage of you. I'll do right. Taking accountability won't be a difficult thing. I see you beyond the mascara, beyond the pain, beyond the trepidation and tribulations. You make your struggles look beautiful. You're stronger than the trials you face. Your red flags don't scare me. When we stand face to face, we can fight those fears together, knowing God has given us love, power, and a sound mind. I hear you. You're heard. Your needs will never be ignored. We'll fight, but we'll work it out and be in each other's arms till sunrise. I want to be able to understand you so that our relationship will be understood by us only. After God, you'll be the source of my inspiration. Our creation will shake the nations. Yes, the haters will be hating, but I'll be in appreciation on that. You got me, and I got you. Will you be my muse? But the question, will you let me love you? Because I want to. I'm always coming home to you. Pyro.
Man, this dude that came through this bitch just set this motherfucker on fire, cuz.
Yes, sir.
Man, he's definitely living up to the name Pyro, bro. That was a dope set. I know you got some more for us, man. Right now, we're getting ready to do is going to a couple of sponsorships, and then we're gonna hit the music artist tonight, which I've played her song before, but man, I love it. I gotta play it again, man. And Sharia, I think I said her name wrong, but ain't got time. So we're gonna get to that momentarily. Right now, our first sponsorship is from Zion Imaging.
Let's go!
On a journey together with Zion Imaging, I want you to see this experience up close. And me as a wedding and event DJ, I watched how everybody had so much fun with Zion Imaging. And a big reason for their success is the team. Yes, Jaron Thomas and his family started this off as a passion project, and they have one simple goal in mind: taking your event to the next level. Whether it's a wedding, reunion, quinceañera, school, or corporate event, Zion Imaging is all about family-friendly fun. And I gotta show you on this tour the high-level technology that quickly sends your video session to your phone, whether it's iPhone or Android. Yes, it's the Zion Imaging 360 spin booth experience, serving North Texas, North Louisiana, South Arkansas, Orlando, and more. Give us a call, 318-469-4265. Check us out on Facebook or book us at Zion Imaging, XYANimaging.com.
All right. This next sponsorship comes from my sister, man, Poppy. Oh, he put it on. He put it on for all you looking for it. He threw it on there. I ain't putting mine on. It's hot up here. I'm in the attic. It's hot as shit, and I'm putting on my hoodie. I ain't doing that. All right. So second sponsorship, maybe bring up my dog, my sister, my heart, my everything. I love this woman to death. Y'all know her as Poppy. I know her as my motherfucking friend. Poppy, aka Keynotes, aka Caffeine, and y'all check it out.
Oh yeah, we got the natural way to scrub and make your body feel good. Yo, and we got the men's line. You know I be tapping in. Teas for your body and for your soul. Ooh, we in there. And ladies, we got the flavors you savor. Let's go. All natural, everything. Tap in.
All right, so maybe y'all want to hit up with some of those scrubs, man. Hit her on her Facebook. Poppy Woodard. I think I said it wrong. That's my dog still. Woodyard. Poppy Woodard. All right. And also catch Poppy's Poetry Corner every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So let's get to the music real quick. We got Ann Sharia with Ain't Got Time, man. I love this joint.
The beginning and no end, and middle ground till spin when Trust in the universe, you say. Don't you let nothing stand in the way. We're winning, winning. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing, breathing. Crisscross and mismatched shoes. Wrong path, now what to do? We're cruising, cruising. Lampshade against moonlight, offset the dark from night. We're gleaming, gleaming. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing, breathing. Prude clicks and passers by can't dream life beyond the skies. They're losing, losing. Soft lips behind the lies, hate resting in their eyes. They're scheming, scheming. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing, breathing. Ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing, breathing. Hey, yeah, me, yeah, ba-da-da, ocean. Sweet, do-dee-dee, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-ba-doo-ba. Yeah, yeah, me, yeah, ba-da-da, ocean.
All right, man. That was Ann Sharia with with Ain't Got Time. And if you are an independent artist, a spoken word artist, a poet, up and coming comedian, a ventriloquist, if you ride a unicycle and you like people to watch you and you need some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for fans. So if you are a fan of great music, great poetry, great comedy, you can also register as an unlimited fan at blastmusic247.com, and that is also free. Blast, we are constantly changing the industry, one artist at a time. Hey, I don't think that's Eros, that's Javi.
Oh, oh yeah.
Javi.
Hey, he said show the badge, so
So
yeah,
the
that's definitely
badge, babe.
happy.
Yeah,
So
shout out to
listen,
Ruxwear. Shout out to Panda by ACN. Oh man, who else got stuff that they doing, man? Everybody who got business, especially in the drip, man. Shout out, shout out, shout out. All right, so Pyro. So
yes,
you're
sir.
right now. Your pen is on a little journey right now. You and also I've seen moments where your pen got a little hostile. so so I see that your pen can be pushed in any direction. So what truly motivates your pen?
What motivates my pen is like I'll be real. I'm gonna say her name, Kiana Pearl, infamous lyricist. You know, if y'all know Jay, infamous lyricist, absolutely. Like,
Should be here next week.
hey, yeah, and shout out to her. Like, I mean, um, definitely you, Paul Cram. I'm gonna say Mystic, Rare Epiphany. You know what I mean? Eros, um, Javi. I want to definitely say Mario. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Like watching them, just to name a few. You know, hey, Nick Austin, also known as Bars. You know what I mean? Learning from them, watching them, being around them. You know, hey, shout out to Songbird and Walking Erotica too. You know what I mean? Like,
Man,
you know, like, you know, just for example, like when we did
Jay Simone.
Witnesses. Yes, Jay
Salute.
Simone. Absolutely. I saw her in Philly in 2022. And that was an amazing experience. You know what I mean? Like just seeing her live and in color and in person doing that workshop. ACN as well, too. You know, watching them is what motivates me. You know, and I came a long way. I went from writing a whole bunch of stuff with a whole bunch of fat to trimming it down and
Mhm.
really just saying what I mean, you know. And I gotta give thanks where it's due. Nate Senior and Tariq St. Sankofa. Shout out to them. They really helped me in my early days on Clubhouse. And it's like I am just honored to really, you know, just to learn from them. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. The entire drip, Kiana, Nick Austin, um, yeah, man. Just that's what motivates me, you know. And I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Like, there's days where it's like I want to suplex infamous lyricists because it's like
I can
the
understand that.
the
I
meta,
definitely can
and it's like
understand that.
for example, Concrete Jungle. That piece alone, I want to like throw my shoe at her. Like that piece is ridiculous. And it's like hearing that, I did a piece called I wrote a piece called Concrete Prophets. I'll probably do that later. And
Lord.
it's an honor of infamous lyricists. Like hearing that piece, I'm like, yo, I could really write something powerful like this. So shout out to them, man. Like that's what motivates me for real.
Man, that's dope. That's dope. Is there any stage that you have not performed at, or you have performed at and you just gotta hit it again? Is there any stage around that just has a special place in your heart?
Oh, two places I gotta hit, and that is Voices in Power and Right About Now. I'm going to
Mm,
Houston. I'm gonna be in Houston, Texas, for Smoke in the City, May 29th. I'll be out there. So that's gonna be catastrophic good. And ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to announce it. I'm gonna be the feature for Smoke in the City. So I'm hitting the stage in Houston, Texas for Smoke in the City. And I am excited. I definitely want to do the joint in Albany one day too, once I get time off from work. Cause I'm in transition of being like, you know, getting promoted to being an assistant manager. So I definitely want to do that,
congratulations.
you know. And another stage I want to hit, because I've been an OG. I never had a Honey Drippers feature before. Never had a feature for Honey Drippers.
Javi, he letting it be known.
So
He trying to tell you something, Javi. He trying to tell you
I
something,
never
Javi.
had a Honey Dripper feature at all. Never. In my entire days of Clubhouse and performing, I never had a feature for Honey Drippers. Like, I need that. That's like the most important stage I want to do. Before Voice of Power, before right about now, I need to have a Honey Drippers feature. That's it. That's it. No, like listen, I'm saying this not no joking nothing. It's like when you get the opportunity to feature for Honey Drippers,
Mm.
it's absolutely amazing. It's like the spirit of God is really there. You never know who's gonna show up, who's gonna be around, who you can impact. And every time there's a Honey Drippers feature, you know what I'm saying? I love that. He said, and I was like, that is crazy.
So
Okay.
July. He's saying July. He got you in July.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's okay. We retire Arby's Mojave, all right? That's retired. It's Team Sonic. We go to Sonic now. He's gonna be like, nope. You know what? He's gonna make me see the green, and you know, yeah, it's gonna be on site. I know. Hey, go slow. So yeah.
Man, y'all kill me with this shit.
He said no.
No. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Said
Oh
on
shit.
site.
So I the path that you're going with your pen, like I said, we've already named off your accolades, and I'm pretty sure there's a million more that you just haven't put in your bio.
Mhm.
Where do you want your pen to take you? Like what's the end goal for you with your pen?
The end goal for my pen, I don't think there's really no goal for it. I feel like I've already achieved it, and
Mm.
I feel like things I want to accomplish is one day getting like a Pulitzer or one day getting a Coretta Scott King Award. You know, I'm speaking all of that into the existence. You know what I mean? Like I'm speaking all of it into existence. I'm manifesting it. I feel like at this point, my pen, whether, you know, I'm here physically or here spiritually, it's gonna live forever. So it's like there's no end goal. The thing that I just want to do is just continue to empower, inspire, and make impact, and leaving my mark. And having somebody say, "Yo, they heard me spit," or they heard me, give them feedback on a piece, or they heard something that resonated with them. That's what I'm trying to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the main thing is. So there's no end goal because how can a poem or me end if I'm still here?
Got a point. What advice would you give to an up and coming um an artist who, they're new to the game, they're trying to, oh, you right, Yoshi. Oh, she gonna kill me, cuz I don't know the name of Yoshi's business, but please hit Yoshi up for whatever it is that she do. And I also know as far as the flyers go, I'm touching on it a little bit, but Yoshi is the one who is killing my flyers. So shout out to Yoshi, man. Thank you so much, Sarah. Numbers, man. You're awesome. You're awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, what advice would you give to an up and coming artist who wants to follow in the steps of Pyro?
First step is never let nobody silence your voice. Two,
Mhm.
write what you feel. Three, get on every stage and burn it down. Four, you don't need to memorize to be known as a poet. You don't need to memorize your work to be a poet. You don't need to do that. Be yourself. It's cool to memorize pieces, but if you got to read something off your phone because you want them to feel the emotion and you will be able to tweak things and all that, do that. Be your authentic self. You don't got to memorize a whole bunch of pieces. Be yourself. And number five, last piece of advice, don't be like me, be better.
That's what's
That I'm
up.
saying, you
That's
know what I
what's
mean? Don't be like me, be better. I want to see people surpass me.
Mhm.
I want to see people go to different places and do greater and bigger things than me. Why? Because too many times we put ourselves in this thing of competition. We don't got to compete.
Mhm.
We can all eat. But I want to see people really go to the next level and do the greatest of things possible and achieve that. You know, and how I got that was just like, yo, like my dad, when I was, with somebody I was engaged, not no more, but I got Kiana now. So like,
We got to get. I wish
Bobby,
I could send her a
shut
link to
up.
get on right now.
Man, listen, nah, like for real, like my dad told me, he said, I don't want you to be better than me. I mean, he don't want me to be like he don't want me to be like him, he wants me to be better than him. And
Mhm.
that always stayed with me. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, I understand it now. I want everybody to be better than me, not be me. So just and also sit up under poets. Like I gotta give Jade her flowers again. I love watching infamous lyricists and Songbird on the stage together. And I love how you could just get a poem of bars and you could get a poem of vulnerability at the same time, don't even know it. And study the people that you love. I study every single poet in drip. I figure out different things. Like Pretty Provocative Poet is somebody I look up to the highest. You know what I mean? Like I look up to him in the highest. And you know what I mean? Like listen to them. Sit up under your favorite poets. Sit up under your crushes, your muses, and really understand them. Learn different things and take all that and be your most authentic self without having to copyright and steal people's poems. Okay. Yeah.
Shots fired. Bow, bow, bow. Shots fired.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because too many times cats be stealing people work, and I'm sitting there like, bruh, you serious? And then trying to say like it's theirs.
We've you know all of us has been doing this for quite a while now. Like I got 20 years in this thing as far as writing and performing, and I've seen it. I've had it done to me. Like I've had a cat spit a piece on stage, not knowing I was in the room.
Hmm.
So it's, but I'm different. Like I'm not gonna write about you or be mad about you. I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. Like we just like, that's it. Like we got to go at it, cause you can't.
You feel me?
That's like kidnapping one of my kids, man. I'm about to go ahead and put hands on you.
For real.
Like straight up,
For real. And it,
real
and it
talk.
makes it makes it so bad when they up there and they really sell it like it's theirs. Knowing good
Yeah.
and well you ain't come up with all that. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, it pisses me off. So be authentic, bro. Stop trying to be a carbon copy of someone else. Be your most authentic self. Study your goals, but put the effort in and write. You want to do some workshops? Hit cats up, bruh. We here. I do
It's
free
up.
writing workshops. You know what I mean? I do free writing sessions for free 99. See
That-
us, bro. This is what we
That's a
about.
hell of
Peace
a
and dope.
price. Free 99. So let me get this straight about the free 99 because it just confused me in my logical thinking.
Hmm.
So does that mean is it still 99 cents though? Like it just ain't a whole dollar?
No, it's free.
See, I don't like the shit y'all be saying. All right, man. So you ready to get back on this mic?
Let's go.
All right. So I think I'm gonna spit a piece and then I'm gonna give you the stage, but I don't know where to go. I don't know what you got for your set. So I'm gonna let you choose what category you want me to go through.
Hey, if you give them grown, I'll give them grown.
Oh, that's what we on then. That's what we on then. All right, cool. So I'm gonna do this piece real quick, and once I get this piece done, I'm just gonna click myself up out of here, and you do your thing. All
Let's
right.
get it.
Pressure. Arms locked around your thighs as I introduce my tongue to you. Sensually sipping spirits, swallowing souls while you seductively sweep your yoni across my face as you grip my locks. Pressure. Intensely staring in your eyes as I lightly lick what's left of you off my lips. Left hand latches your hair. Lean in, dig deep inside your sweet pussy, giving you the ability to absorb my energy with every stroke coordinated breath that you take. Pressure. Your body. Perfectly prepared for passion-filled pounding that push pleasure petitions apart so I can penetrate the premises of your precious promised land, permeating your soul with a permanent package of pleasure provided from the perfect penis of Paul Cram. This is pressure. 1,800 seconds of sending seductive shivers down your spine, pulling your hair so I can see the pleasurable plane placed upon your face. This is pressure. Flip you over. Lock your ankles behind your head and continue to dig deep into the destination that was designed for this dick. Excavating any memory of past sexual experiences that does not equal to the erotic elevation that your essence has now become addicted to. This, my dear, is called pressure. It involves shaking, squirting, sexual satisfaction, saturating silk sheets, sending signals for strokes to stroke slower inside your sweet slippery just to feel your perfect pussy pulsate around my powerful penis. This is pressure. This dick will have you addicted. This tongue claimed ownership from the first taste. So be careful. Be careful what you ask me for. Because all I know how to deliver is pressure. I'm out.
I want to enter you like a poem I've been too scared to write. Not with haste, but with hunger. That's the learned patience of worship. Not just flesh to flesh, but thought to thought, spirit to sway, soul to script. We didn't just kiss. We tasted the history in each other's mouths. Tongues wrote essays in cursive curves, breath, our ink, moans, the punctuation. I took you back, arched head to head, hands to headboard. Your name a rhythm I forgot to say out loud because I was too busy spelling it on your thighs. In broken psalms, we made love from the bottom up, missionary like prayer. Your eyes, the confession. Legs laced like verse and chorus, our rhythm holy and wholly selfish and still, somehow, sacred. You rolled me like vengeance had a saddle. Like, you knew I'd remember this on the days you wouldn't be there to hold me. Cowgirl wasn't a position, it was a sermon, and you were the preacher screaming, God, like you met him mid thrust from the side. So I could watch the way your face forgot everything else but this moment. Bent over, like poetry. Finding its line breaks in your spine, me behind you like shadow the sun, every thrust and echo of who we were before touch taught us language. You let me taste you while you sat on my face. Like your weight was salvation, and it was. And I prayed with my tongue like it had been waiting its whole life to speak in tongues. You understood you weren't a body. You were a book with no back cover. And I read every page with fingers that knew how to find your favorite paragraph without being told you didn't write me. You reminded me I could be written and still reign. And when we didn't come apart. We came closer. Like climax was just a comma in the sentence we've been writing since the first glance. This wasn't sex. This was sin turned sacred, a ritual with no name, only echoes, only aftermath, only us, still trembling, still together, still undone. So, y'all ready to get into some new material? All right, so yeah, that was a brand new piece. That was called Midnight Whispers. This new piece right here is called Until the Sun Begs Us to Stop. Don't say a word just yet. Just listen. Let this be music between us. I tasted time on the tip of your tongue. A slow clock winding in reverse. Every second, a syllable of lust spoken in a dialect only our bodies understood. You said my name like it was the answer to a riddle, posed by your hips just before they locked me into midnight. You, draped in want. Me, dressed in thunder. The first stroke was scripture, etched in the skin with sweat and hunger. Your moans played maracas while the ceiling became a sky. We immersed in our rhythm, the lotus bloomed between us. Not just a position, a poem without words. You sat on me like silence sits on sorrow, heavy and holy. Our breathing braided while your spine danced against my chest like the wind doing poetry. When you wrapped your arms around my neck, we became a prayer so loud that the stars stared in jealousy. Our third eyes opened, and we loved like we were trying to remember God's name again. You didn't write me. You resurrected royally. Thighs thundered like tambourines, and I held your hips like they were forged from prophecy. Every bounce wrote a bar that made silence jealous. Then you turned, gone, steady and slow, arched like an offering. You let one leg fly like a flag of surrender, and I invaded with reverence. Your gaps told me which parts of you haven't been worshipped right. I said amen with my hands. You smelled like secrets the moon kept from the sun. A perfume of past lives, clove, crushed petals, and the last breath of midnight. Your skin, not just a flavor, a feast of forbidden nostalgia to taste you, was to sip from time itself. Caramel dust slow dancing with salt where sin crystallized on the corners of your collarbone. My lips, loyal to their mission, followed the map your moans made, every curve a country, each sigh a sovereign language. I wasn't just touching you. I was translating divinity through desire. A cartographer of chaos tracing terrain God must have handcrafted on his day off. And when you turned over again, Tiger Pound's fury in your frame, you look back with that break me open, then make me whole gaze. I gave you a sermon without ever saying, I gave you a sermon without ever saying grace. We kept going. Through shudders and jazz notes, choked sighs and clenched sheets, the sun begged to rise, but we bribed it with more moans. Our bodies speaking a language only the moon understood. You collapsed in my chest like dusk into dawn, but still you rose again. You were stillness sculpted in survival, a lullaby cradled in the wreckage of tempo. Your breath, not just a blessing, the hush after holy war. A hymn hummed by heaven itself, and my hands, still in reverence, hovering over you like a pastor unsure if this was worship or devotion or witness. Your taste stayed with me on my lips, on limbs, in the low hum of my heartbeat that spells your name in grooves only we could hear. As I kissed your clavicle like a seal on a sacred secret, we didn't just make love. We rewrote the fire we made. turned skins into sonnets, sweat in the sacred scripture. And when we came, the climax re-altered galaxies until they see me re-enter your Milky Way. The stars studied the stars studied to feel something. Even the moon slipped off her ship, bowed at the edge of a bed, and whispered to the sun, "Let him finish." Still here? Told you. This ain't lust. This is a legacy. Now come back here so we can finish what we started. Okay. And last one. Y'all still with me? Okay. Let me get into, like I said, this is the sensual bag, so why not? This is called We Made This. This ain't a love poem. This is a moment of resurgence. A confessional built from sweat and scripture, a blueprint of two people who didn't fall in love, they made it. So if you're looking for easy, for clean, for pretty, you can leave now. This is for the ones who worship with tongue and tremble, who make love like it's war and religion at the same time. This is for the ones who understand that God speaks the loudest when moans echo in dim rooms. So don't clap, don't cheer, just feel. This piece is called We Made This. Here's the poem. Baby, I dare you to listen with your whole body. Because when I touch you, I don't just want your body. I want your before, your buried, and after. Your nobody ever held this part of me. And I want to hold that with both hands and my mouth. Let me be blunt. This ain't lust. But baby, I lust you wholly and divinely. I worship when we're skin to skin, like your moan is the name of God spelled backwards is sweat. We don't make love, we write it. Paragraphs pressed in the pelvis, syllables between your lips and mine are punctuated by pulse. Your back arches, that's a sentence. Your breath quickens, that's a semicolon. We don't stop here, we continue, always. And when I'm inside you, I'm not just stroking my ego, I'm seeking lifetimes. Each deep thrust a testimony, every gasp a gospel. When you say my name like it owes you something, I pay in full. I break bread between your thighs and call it communion. I part waters and find the promised land inside your storm. Baby, I don't come to conquer, I come to restore. To make temples of your legs tremble, to worship where you whisper. Do you feel that? This ain't just penetration, this is revelation. A psalm wrapped in your yanni, a scripture in sweat, a sermon in skin. This is more than sex. This is the soul. This is a sanctuary. This is us. We made this, and I will never just sleep with you. I will dream with you, die in you, live through you, and rise every time you call me holy with your hands on my hips and your halo in my teeth. And when I kiss you, slow, deep, intentional. It's not just to taste your breath, it's to drink your past and let it dissolve between our tongues. Our eye contact, that's war and worship colliding. That's me saying, I see every version of you and I still choose this one. No blinking, no flinching, just seeing fully. I map you like I'm blind, but believe tongue tracing collarbones like cartographers of the divine, fingers to spine. I don't just touch you to take, I will touch you to translate. You are scripture, I've been studying your secret, and tonight I graduate with honors because we made this. We made this. From orgasms that sounded like old prayers being answered. And if the world ends, let me find it buried between your thighs. Eyes locked, bodies baptized, whispers echoing. Amen. For a woman made for me who knows how to cater to you. Pyro. Loaded.
I'm sure the shaking keys, clapping, and all the good shits, all the good shits, man. Bro, I'm so glad you came through, man. You did not disappoint. Did not disappoint. And I need to. Oh Lord. See, and for that, that's why people say you toxic, cuz like that's why I
I'm
have.
not toxic.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, come on, man. She at work. She ready to clock out. Fuck her money. Like she gotta go. Like fuck
Yeah.
that. I need to go take a break. She need a sponge and a and a
Listen,
some water. Shit. Oh man. So please let everybody know, man. You got any upcoming shows where they can find
okay.
your books, where they can follow your pen, man. Hit them up.
Hey, so yeah, see, my name is Pyro the Great, brilliantly dope, part of the Honey Drippers, part of Poet Now, loaded. You know what I'm saying? You can find all my books on Amazon.com. I encourage this to everybody. Please, all poets, get yourselves done an electronic press kit and EPK if you need help. I do that. So if you need help with an EPK, let me know. Send me some pictures, send me a bio about you. I'll put together for you an EPK. What do I got coming up? Shoot, I got a show May 24th in East Hartford, Connecticut called Rhythm and Poetry. It's gonna be lit. It's ran by my bro Phil C. Alexander. Uh May 25th, I gotta do a show in Providence, Rhode Island for Museum of Poets. I'm the DJ, but I'm also gonna be spitting the stage with poets like Amanda Shea. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait for that. May 29th, like I said, I will be in Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? For Smoke in the City. And I will be the feature in this ladies' night. So please pull up. Trust me when I tell you I'm not gonna be toxic, because Kiana's gonna be there, and I already got the right. I'm probably gonna get yelled at for these last three pieces. It's gonna be all right. We gonna, it's gonna be okay. They were about her, so like, yeah. Um,
All right, let me find out you a victim. Let me find
listen,
out you get your ass whooped. Don't.
listen. It's okay though. It's okay. And I want to let y'all know Mojave is now the president, CEO, Bishop Emeritus of Arby's.
This
I no
nigga said
longer
the
have that
bishop.
role. Yes, I did. I said Bishop Emeritus of Arby's. I know he's gonna make my feet touch the green. It's on site. Um,
That's fucking hilarious.
Nah, and oh, by the way, very, very soon, we got part two of the Drip the Test coming. So I can't wait for that. Shout out to Songbird, shout out to Infamous Lyricist and Asean. Hey, and if sis is here, Infamous Lyricist, you see Jinx, tell him I said real estate, my man.
Y'all fucking
Touchdown.
touchdown, nigga. All right, but so on behalf of the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge, man, I want to once again thank you for coming through and doing what Pyro do and setting shit on fire. You definitely know you gotta come back, man. We're gonna have to set that up.
Let's do
Uh,
it.
for everybody who came through, man, I appreciate y'all, the comments. I appreciate you taking your time out. Without you all, there is no Louisiana Lyricist Lounge. So I promise you, man, much love from Paul Cram, the poet. I did say nigga. I said it. Damn. See, you know something? She's taking the opportunity to fuck with me because I'll be fucking with her in rehearsal. But yes,
Listen, all you gotta do is play the song from Coming to America.
I just mess with her about it. I just call her Foots, and she be wanting to kick my
Listen,
ass.
all you gotta do is play "She's Your Queen to Be," and she gonna kick you in your.
And make sure y'all tune in next week, man, for Jade, aka the infamous lyricist, will be gracing the Louisiana Lyricist Lounge, so you can see exactly who he has been talking about and bigging up. And I'm telling y'all, man, the pen is on point, man. So she coming through with that thing. So with that being said, man, amazing show. Love you to death. Poets, y'all already know what it is. If you got something to say, don't sit on that shit. Speak. You
Yeah,
ain't gonna be
you ain't
shit.
gonna step in. She
Foots.
said she be us both black and blue. That's crazy.
I'm already black, Foots. So you ain't gonna. All right, poets. If you got something to say, man, don't sit on that shit. Speak on it. We out.